This story comes in a box. It's a special box. It's gold. Can you see it catching the light? So I think there must be something important inside. It's almost like a present. So maybe it's a parable, because parables are important and they have been given to you even before you were born. Even if you don't know it, they have been given to you. This box has got a lid on it. It's quite hard to get into. So maybe it really is a parable, because sometimes we do find parables difficult to get into. We have to come back to them time and again, and then we can get into them. I think all we can do is have a look in the box and begin. There was once someone who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people followed him and listened to him. They heard him talking about the kingdom of heaven. This wasn't a kingdom that they had ever been to. It wasn't somewhere that anyone they knew had been to. So they had to ask, "Tell us what the kingdom of heaven is like." He said, "The kingdom of God is like a person who goes out to sow some seed. Some of the seed fell onto the path. And the birds of the air, they swooped down and ate the seed from the path. Some of the seed fell on the rocky ground. And the little seeds began to push their roots into the ground, but there was not much soil for them to grow into. They couldn't get their roots through the rocks. And as the hot sun came out, the little plants shriveled up and died. Some of the seed fell amongst the thorns and the brambles. The little seeds began to push their roots out and began to send up shoots, but the brambles and the thistles choked the little seeds and they died. But some of the seed fell onto the good soil, and the little seeds pushed their roots down deep into the soil and sent up shoots and began to grow. And the little seeds grew and grew. And they grew into strong plants with much seeds. And when the plants were tall enough and the seeds were ready to harvest, a person came along and gathered in the harvest. And the harvest that they gathered in was 30 bushels and 60 bushels and 100 bushels. I wonder what the person thought when they saw the birds coming down to eat up the seed. I wonder what the birds thought when they saw the person scattering the seed on the path. Wonder what the person thought when their seeds got choked by the thorns and the brambles. I wonder what the person thought as their seeds grew tall and strong in the good soil. I wonder what the harvest was like. I wonder if it was like this, with the rocky ground and the thistles and the good soil, with 30 bushels and 60 bushels and 100 bushels. I wonder if the harvest was like this, with the rocky ground and the thistles and the good soil, with 30 bushels and 60 bushels and 100 bushels. I wonder who the person sowing the seed really was. I wonder what the harvest is. I wonder.